guys, I'm just going to do a little update on me and do kind of an opening. I know they're on to the series 2 of these mini brand books, but I have not been able to find these at all. And I finally found them. Ironically, they were on clearance at our Walmart. I've never seen them at our Target. And I honestly never saw them at Walmart, so I don't know if they were like put up on the top and I never saw them, and then now they're clearancing them out because series 2 is coming out or came out, or if they were in the back or something. I don't know, but there was 2 left in a box. They were on clearance, so I grabbed them. And yes, they'll probably go in the dollhouse, but we'll open them here and we'll have a discussion. So I just want to do some kind of updates on me. I saw my surgeon yesterday for my 3-month post-op and pictures. So they do pre-surgery pictures and post-surgery pictures. And these are not being... There we go. No. So I had to do those too. And my surgeon was very pleased with my progress. I do still have some scarring, and I've got some muscle stuff kind of still going on. And she said over time that will fix itself as your body heals. It'll get better for you. Which it has been getting better. It's just still there. So here are our options. Oops, wrong side. It's probably not going to focus fully. But yeah, she was very happy with my progress. And she said everything's looking good. So I've been graduated out from her. Okay, that's the bigger thing. Let's see. It's probably a bookshelf. Yep. I think in series 1, it was all bookshelves. Which honestly, having 2 of these, I'm not mad at, because like I said, I can use them in the dollhouse. So I'll put this together quick before I get into the books. I don't know what Nebula's doing out there. But yeah, she was very happy with the progress and how everything looks. The only unfortunate side is I'm not able to go to the chiropractor yet, which I was kind of hoping to be able to, because I need my back adjusted like a long time ago. It's okay. It's sore. I haven't been to the I had surgery on a Monday and I went to the chiropractor the Friday before. And that was the last time that I've gone for the year. And I can desperately use it, but I've got to do what the surgeon says. And as much as it sucks on my back, I just have to listen to it. And basically she said, wait till you're about 6 months post-op. It's pretty much what she said. Wait, did I put that upside down? Okay, no, I didn't. Okay. She said, wait till you're about 6 months post-op. She said to go back because of, there we go. Like putting pressure on muscles when they have to manipulate parts of your body to adjust them. So, okay, I see what's going on. And so I guess I'll be waiting for that, but other than that, I'm feeling good. The only thing is I think I'm in a flare again. So prior to surgery, the end of last year, I'll get into these now. I was in some sort of flare that like my hands, I know I had videos where I was trying to do things and it was like I just couldn't use my hands, and it went into earlier this year. Ooh, one that I was hoping I'd get. It's the Burn book from I can't think, Mean Girls. And being it's the Burn books, it's note paper. That's cute. But it was like I was in a flare of sorts. There we go. Felt like I was like in some sort of flare. And I was sent to the rheumatologist. And honestly, the rheumatologist that I saw, ooh, another one that I was hoping to get, Matilda, which is one of my favorites. And I even think my favorite book is on these. Okay, so for those that don't know, Matilda, so it'll have like the title page, and then it'll have a readable page, and somebody said that the rest were blank, but it looks like there's words. I don't know if my eyes aren't that great, but super cute. I'm glad. These are adorable. So I was sent to the rheumatologist because one of my labs came back really weird. And I don't know why there's we've got a pirate theme bookmark, like a map. And then the last book is Diary of a Wimpy Kid, and then a magnifying glass, which honestly is AG size too. But here comes Banana. So it seemed promising. Like I finally had a lab that could justify going, because every time they would do my ANA, it would come back negative. And for years, I've had doctors tell me that they felt I had some sort of like rheumatoid arthritis going on. Or not rheumatoid arthritis, some sort of autoimmune thing going on. But nobody could pinpoint anything. Nobody could really come up with a definitive answer on what it was. As well as my ANAs would always come back negative. They're like, you know, with your symptoms, it just doesn't make sense. But being blood work wise, they couldn't justify to my insurance why I needed to go see a rheumatologist. So finally get something last year that said, hey, something's going on, which is frustrating because my doctor, what she did is she tested me for rheumatoid arthritis. And one of the labs was normal, but it was the high side of normal. And then the other one, like high range was like 3, and mine came back at like 6. So I was over double, or 6 point something. So I was over double the normal range of this lab. And so my doctor sent me on to the rheumatologist. And what really frustrated me, the first meeting with her was, don't worry about that one. Here's the bookshelf again. Don't worry about that. That means nothing. And it's like, obviously it's being tested, so it's got to mean something. But she just kind of blew it off, basically saying that lab didn't mean anything. And like she was going through like my joints and stuff. And as I'm seeing her, I'm currently in that flare that I'm talking about. Like right now, I'm starting it again. I can feel it in my hands. So I'm telling her my symptoms. Why is this one? I don't want to go on. Oh, because I put it in backwards. So she decides to do x-rays. So we do the x-rays. The x-rays come back arthritis. And I'm still having this flare. There's still a lot of pain. How do I do this double bookshelf? I'm still having this pain. Okay, pop that off. Actually, can I take the feet off? I'm still having a lot of pain. So she decides to order an ultrasound. So I have the it took forever to get into ultrasound, as well as I wanted to do the ultrasound post-surgery because I didn't have time to get it done pre-surgery, and I wanted to make sure I was healed a bit before I had to lay still for this ultrasound. I wonder if you could take the little feet. Would they fit in there? Ah, they do. Make like a little tray of sorts. So I did that ultrasound recently, and once again it came that, or she's like, the results from that came back. Ooh, was this the ultra? No, that's a green one. Sorry guys, I'm really bad at checking like rarity of these. I got a Goosebumps book, trying to figure out where it is. Oh, there's Clueless. I want Clueless. This one's a common. So, I've got Goosebumps. But, so this must be like a horror ball, because this one's Stranger Things. Come on, focus. Not on me. There we go. So it comes back once again. I have arthritis in my joints. I have degeneration in my joints, as well as there's a bunch of fluid in the joints, which is probably causing the pain. And I'm like, okay, so at my age, why am I having all these problems? This has got to be a horror one, because the last one is Hollow City. Never heard of that one. So I must have got a horror type ball. Excuse me, Nebula. Really wanted Clueless. And then we got another magnifying glass. And then this is the same bookmark. Oh, no, it's a different one. Because the two different colored map bookmarks, it looks like. So I got the light one and the dark one. But I think that was all commons in that one. Oh, no. That was a deluxe. No. Hollow City is a rare. And that was the end of the balls. The balls only have... Basically, they're counting 5 things. 1, the bookshelf is 2, 3, and then 3 books. So technically it's... If you want to get technical, it's 6. But, so... Every time I met with this doctor, I felt rushed, and I just... Like, it felt like if it wasn't something that was like in her face, screaming at her, this is what it is, and it's rheumatoid arthritis. Because she literally told me, I saw her yesterday, and her response was, this isn't rheumatoid arthritis, but I don't know what it is. And I literally said, okay, is there more testing we can do? Like looking up some of my symptoms. Could it possibly be lupus? Could it be Ehlers-Danlos syndrome? I'm like, as well as I cannot think of the name of it. I said, I had mono in high school, and I go, ever since I had mono, I have tested positive for it every time they tested me. Well, yeah, if they test your blood for the antibodies, you're going to test positive because you had the virus. Like, she just snapped that at me. And it's like, no, they're not testing for the antibodies for it. They're testing for the active virus. And I'm like, and I know that they're finding out more and more about people who have like basically like long mono, or basically it'll lay dormant in their body for years, and then it'll just flare up out of nowhere, and then it'll go dormant again, and then it'll flare up. And so I'm like, with all these symptoms, like, you're literally saying it's something, but you don't want. And she goes, well, you don't need to come back unless the pain gets worse. Meanwhile, last week, my pain, like, I was at pain level 10s, and anybody with an autoimmune or chronic fatigue, chronic issues, knows there's no point in going to the emergency room. First of all, you're going to be there forever. Second of all, they're not going to do anything for you. Literally, my only symptom is pain. It's something is going on. We don't know what it is. We don't know what's causing it. We don't know how to treat it. Going to the emergency room, all they're going to do is kind of band-aid you up till you can get to a specialist to figure something out. Or like in an emergency case, like if you're having a heart attack or something, get you into surgery. And this really wouldn't fall under any of that. So really, there's no point in going to the emergency room for the pain. It's just kind of a stick it out at home and deal with it, unfortunately, because or you just get labeled a drug seeker. And where I roll my eyes at that one is literally I had a major surgery and I got 3 days of narcotics for a major surgery. And that was the narcotics for every 6 hours. And then after that, like, I was still in a lot of pain after the surgery, so they gave me Tylenol with codeine, which doesn't really do much. And I can't take Advil or anything in the Advil family, the NSAID family, because of my gastric bypass, which, by the way, this doctor got upset at me because she's like, well, what are you taking for the pain anyways? And I go, Tylenol. Well, Tylenol's not going to do anything for you. You need to take Motrin. I can't. Well, why not? I had gastric bypass. Oh, I forgot about that. Well, I've got other patients that have had gastric bypass and they take Advil or ibuprofen. And I go, I literally just had like a major oral dental thing done last week where the swelling went up into my sinuses and it was like hard to breathe. And I literally called my surgeon and said, hey, if I go through this protocol, can I take one ibuprofen? 1 200 milligram ibuprofen to try to reduce the swelling so I can breathe and also try to help with the pain a little bit. And the response was, it's not advised, but if you feel you need to do it, go ahead. So I took it once. Did it help in that instance? Yes, it did. It helped reduce the swelling enough for me to breathe. And I only needed to do it that once. But I know, like, when I'm getting into, like, these pain flares, that I can't just get up and take 2 ibuprofen like a person who hasn't had surgery. I can't. That's not feasible. Literally, they actually have NSAIDs listed as an allergy for me to make sure that... Banana, knock it off. To make sure they don't accidentally give them to me if I'm in the hospital for whatever reason. They literally have that listed on my allergies. So I was really frustrated, and she's like, well, you don't need to come back and see me. So honestly, I have a friend in the area that's seeing a different, like, she said she kind of had the same problems at the clinic that I go to with a rheumatologist. She couldn't remember the name of the rheumatologist she saw there. And then she said she goes to Round Rock and sees a different one now. And like the new one has diagnosed her with like 4 different things, where the one here was just like, you don't have rheumatoid arthritis, so I don't want to deal with you. Which I'm starting to think that I'm seeing the doctor she saw, because that's basically what I was told yesterday. So surgical wise, I'm doing great. Everything looks great. I'm mobile. I'm able to do things. My son and I have been cleaning out our garage. I wish I could work on it today, but it's been raining, so I can't pull everything out in the driveway because it's all wet like I have been. But surgery wise, I'm doing good. And like I'm regaining strength back after surgery because I was on so many restrictions for the first 2 months. Or wait, is it 4 months? April, May, June, July. Yeah, I'm 4 months post-op. So for the first 2 months, I was severely restricted. And then at my 2-month appointment, they lifted most of the restrictions within reason. And now I'm still limited, like lifting wise. I basically like picked up a 40-pound bag of feed to move it like 2 inches, and I was okay. But right now, picking that up and like having to carry it somewhere, I wouldn't be able to. But I'm getting there. And so everything that way is looking good. I healed very nicely. The incisions look really well, and they'll get better over time. The only thing that she's like, you got pretty red incisions, and she goes, but I've noticed people that have like freckly skin, which I do, and she goes, like, red tints to your hair, which, I mean, as a kid in the summer, my hair would turn red. So she said people with the red gene, for whatever reason, it takes a little bit longer for their scars to fade lighter. And she goes, where the spot where yours are at right now is very nice. So I'm happy with that. Frustrated about the rheumatologist, hoping to get a second opinion. But other than that, I've been doing good. I hope you all enjoyed my little box opening, and I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put these. Who's gonna get them? I just think they're cute little books. I know they're not like full scale to American Girls. Some of them are kind of like the size of their hands. But honestly, I have books that are about the size of my hand, and I have small hands. So I hope everyone has a great day. Sorry, I don't know if you can see. Is he licking him? Banana and Nebula, they are best friends now. They're either grooming each other. Are you gonna go for the kill, or are you just gonna groom his head? I think Banana's asleep. And Nebula's just grooming him behind me. Hey, are you awake? They're best friends. Like, they've bonded. They're a bonded pair now. Like, it's very rare to see one without the other in this house. The only time you kind of see that is at nighttime, which is Banana sleeps with my daughter. And she shuts her bedroom door, so he gets shut in the bedroom with her. Oh, you got baby acne going on. Both boys are in their teen years and got kitty acne going on. Oh, he's cuddling back in. Oh, nope, now we're going for the kill. Nebby's like, I just want to groom you, and Banana's like, I just want to play. So anyways, as I was saying, I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you all later. Bye!